You know, you always got to stay hydrated. Always make sure you guys are always drinking your bottle of water. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to, you don't want to dehydrate, especially when it's a bit hot outside today, this weekend. You know, it's been, the weather's been good. So always stay hydrated. Always stay hydrated. You know what I'm saying? I know at the Etihad today, they were, I'm saying, you guys can see they were selling that bottled water. Do you get what I mean? Now, obviously, the bottled water, you know what I mean? It had Arsenal in there, but regardless, stay hydrated, people. Stay hydrated. But big up to your damn selves. Listen, man, that was a good game. That was a good game, man. That was a good game. Man City, me and Manchester City, there really isn't anything else that you can realistically say in regards to the game. I might do like a tactical deep dive in another video, but in regards to just the game as an overview, it was a good game between two really, really good teams, the best two teams in the league by far. That was quite evident in today's game. Those are two teams that you can just see, yeah, they're cut above everybody else. I know obviously Arsenal lost the game, but I felt that Arsenal were pretty decent. Up and like before Cherki scored, I felt, you know what, Arsenal were playing pretty well here. You know, before the game I spoken about, you know, the way that Arsenal had obviously played against Manchester City in the first not the first game, in the cup final. I felt that, you know, that's not the approach that you kind of want to go into it. Yes, you don't need to win, which is understandable, but maybe show a little bit more. Again, I'm more of a neutral anyway. So the reality is I want to see a little bit more in these type of games because there are some excellent players, you know, on show from both sides. So yeah, to I was hoping that that wasn't going to be the kind of vibe. But listen, ultimately, like I said, Arsenal didn't really come into it with that vibe. They were very structured. They were very disciplined. So, you know, just before obviously Cherki scored. But then even when Cherki scored, yes, Donnarumma messing up, you know, doing absolute foolishness, you know, in regards to getting Arsenal back into the game. But regardless of that, the fact that they got back into it, it's almost like, all right, we reset. There's no, the score's back to level. We start again. It's just like the start of the game. Now we're just more into the flow of it. We've run around for a little bit. We've stretched our legs a little bit here and there. So yeah, I felt like Arsenal were in, I wouldn't even say like a good moment. They were just in the game enough and they were playing well enough that I didn't foresee a defeat at that, obviously at that moment in time. But again, you know, as the game obviously pans out, Haaland, you know, getting his kind of customary goal, man. And all in all, would I say the better team won? Yeah, maybe, you know, by the end of it anyway, I would definitely say that Manchester City were probably the better team. But like I say, Arsenal weren't rubbish. That's definitely one thing I won't hear from anybody. I don't feel like Arsenal were rubbish in the game. I felt like they matched Manchester City pretty well. But yeah, again, I think Martin Odegaard, he spoke about it, you know, after the game, when speaking, you know, with the reporters and stuff. And ultimately, it's a game, you know, of fine margins. It really is a game of fine margins. You know, these are the kind of games that ultimately, yeah, in these kind of games, Havertz missing the opportunity. Do you know what I mean? Like these kind of games, these kind of situations, when they don't go your way, you can easily just lose the game. And as we saw, you know, they ended up losing the game. And it's just unfortunate. It's just unfortunate. But listen, one thing I will say, one thing I definitely will say before I even speak about Ryan Cherki, right? Arsenal fans, we told you. We told you. A lot of people warned you. A lot of people tried to warn you. A lot of people tried to explain to you that coming up against Manchester City, it's not as easy as you think just because you're in the lead. Now, obviously, if you've got a crazy lead, that's a bit different. But you know, when you come up against Manchester City and they decide that they're going to go on a Manchester City run, we know the type of runs where they go on 10, 15 wins in a row, no defeats, just wins in a row. Yeah. And now, obviously, I'm not saying they're going through, well, in all competitions, I don't think they're going through something like that. But in the Premier League, they've been doing pretty well, especially in the last, say, 5, 6 games, right? When they go through these kind of things, you just need to be careful. And people warned you. People warned you. But listen, Arsenal fans, rightly so or wrongly so, however you want to look at it, listen, they were happy. They were excited. Teams very close to winning the Premier League. It's been 22 years or whatever it's been, you know, since they last won the league title. So, of course, people are excited and they are expressing that level of excitement. But, you know, when you haven't done something, obviously, you can see it from both sides. Ultimately, some people are going to hate, which as rivals we're going to do. But the ones who, like myself, were not biased. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm Arsenal, in my opinion, I felt they were going to win the league at the beginning of the season. That was my team that I thought were going to win the league. I didn't think City were going to have enough, but then I also thought that Arsenal would be too much. And at this moment in time, as we know, if City win their game in hand by, I think it's 2 clear goals, they go top of the league, and all of a sudden you're just like, bang, that's where Manchester City get. And you see that when they go level, you're not finishing level. They'll finish ahead by like 3 or 4 points. You will drop points again just because it's just one of them kind of things. So, yeah, Arsenal, honestly, you have it all to do. You really, really do have it all to do. But yeah, we'll talk about that in the end. Ray and Cherki. I mean, his goal was really, really good. Really, really, really good goal. I don't actually feel like he was actually amazing in the game. I don't feel like he was. It wasn't like he wasn't in the game. It just I didn't feel like he was that great in the game kind of thing. But he is a player who plays on the periphery at times. I feel anyway. He plays on that kind of outside, not necessarily in terms of the literal sense of playing on the wing. It's just he plays on the outside. He doesn't always get involved in the, would I say, hustle and bustle of what's kind of going on. But you know, when he gets the ball, it's almost like he's on the hustle and bustle. He's on the outside, but as soon as he gets on the ball, it's like a swarm. Everybody's around him. Everybody's onto him. Everybody's trying to get the ball, you know, off of him. If you even when you watch his goal, like him getting the ball, you saw how many Arsenal defenders were around him, you know, at the time, and you just thought, flipping it. You know what I mean? Like, where did this guy come from? Where did that guy kind of come from? But that's just Ray and Cherki, man. He is, honestly, like I said, I did the video already. Please check it out, because to me, he is the bargain of the season. He is. I think we spoke about it before, and I think I said, someone mentioned in the comment section, big up to yourself, mentioned about Coyote from Brentford. Very, very close, but come on, Cherki, he's amazing. An amazing talent, an amazing player. One of the best players, in my opinion, anyway, this season. And he's just been like a brilliant signing for Manchester City. Like, he's just done exactly what you would want him to do. Could he maybe have scored more? I think he's got 10. I think he's got 10. Has he got 10 goals and 10 assists in all competitions? I'm sure he's got that. I think he's got that anyway. I might be wrong, so apologies if I am, but I think he has got that. But even still, he's just everything you'd want from a player in that position. He brings that to you. Do you know what I mean? And obviously, he's more my style of player in terms of the way he kind of plays the game. Do you know what I mean? And I think that's why so many people like him, because it's like that's what we want to see from a player in those kind of positions. We want a bit of flair. Obviously, the Premier League is flipping boring, man. It's so dry. Like it's like chicken with no seasoning. It's just too many boring players. Oh, he can run around a lot, and oh, he can beat his man, but he does it all stiff and that. Like, no, we need a bit of flair, man. We need someone taking a bit of the mix sometimes. I love it when he's doing the kick ups and that. Do you know what I'm saying? I get it. You're going to be pissed off at it, and you may think it's disrespectful, but that's what you want to see, though. Let's have a bit of entertainment. Like, the game is boring. Like, the game of football is dead, especially in the Premier League right now. So let's have a little bit of fun. Let's have a little bit of fun, man. But listen, man, he provided that, and he kind of did his thing. So yeah, like, big up to him. Haaland obviously saying, you know, they just need to stay humble. You know what I mean? Just funnily enough, just stay humble, and things will work out. Things will obviously work out for them. But yeah, like I said, man, it's going to be an interesting run in. Obviously, listen, the title's not done yet. That's one thing I will say. And Arsenal fans, they know it, but they probably need to hear it a bit more. The title race ain't over, mate. It is not over. He's still got a bit, a bit of ways to go in regards, to that in itself. You can see obviously the games here that both teams have obviously got remaining. Arsenal got Newcastle at home, tough game. Fulham at home, might be a tough game. I don't know what their record is against them. West Ham away, they could be still fighting for their lives. Burnley at home, I expect 3 points, and then obviously Crystal Palace away on the last game of the season. Not a game you want to play if you need to win the league. So let's hope for their sake that they are not in that position, because that will be tough. I think, yeah, look, you got here to be arranged. So I think they've got Burnley next, away. Burnley away would be the game that they probably drop points in. It's just weird like that. If they do, then I fully believe that Arsenal go on and win the league. Everton away, again, tough game. Brentford at home, I expect the 3 points there. Bournemouth. The thing is, Bournemouth away, Aston Villa away. When you look at the games, I feel like Arsenal have the harder running. City have those games that they could get hiccups in, though. they've got those type of games, and those are the type of games that you look at and you're just like, ooh, could get a hiccup here, and it'll be random. It's always random with Manchester City anyway. But it will be random if they drop points anywhere. But I do feel because they are now in this kind of ascendancy, it's really on Arsenal to just make sure they keep pace. All you can do, because ultimately, even if Man City do win their game in hand and go top, it's still level points. So you just need to make sure you are staying with them. As long as you do that, you will be fine. Or sorry, not even that you'll be fine because you can still lose it, but you've done everything. Do you know what I'm saying? If you get to the end of the season and you lose it again on the same points, but they've scored a goal more, then cool, whatever. Like then I don't think it's still peak. Don't get twisted, and you will still be called bottlers. And I still think that that is warranted, so to speak, because of how far, not even how far, but you were ahead for a very very long time to then be clawed back like this. So fair enough, but you finish on the same points, you know what I mean? So it's one of those, isn't it? It's one of those. Like that'll be a very interesting conversation come the end of the season. And also as well, you're still in the Champions League. So listen, defeat today for Arsenal, not what they wanted, of course, but it's not all doom and gloom. It really isn't. It really isn't doom and gloom. But yeah, listen, we just have to wait and see. Like I said, people, make sure you stay hydrated, man. Make sure you stay hydrated. Make sure you do your thing. But yeah, like I said, I'll be back. I might do a pattern of play myself, just taking a look at the two teams from a tactical kind of POV. So make sure you obviously stay tuned in for that. Let me know how you're feeling. Let me know whether you're an Arsenal fan, you're a City fan, neutral fan. Let me know how you're feeling, of course, in the comment section about today's game, about today's result. And also let me know about your own team as well. If they won this weekend, big up to the 3-point collectors. Liverpool obviously got the victory away at Everton. I might be talking about that over the next couple of days. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.